I'm all hot and sweaty. Let me sit down and I'll tell you what I've been doing today. That's better. Okay, so you remember from my last video I said I bought the hedging plants. So yeah, they're gonna be arriving any time now. So I've been trying to prepare the ground where they're gonna go. So you know there was a part where the trees are totally overhanging the bit where I want the hedgerow to run. And I wasn't going to cut those back. I was just going to leave a gap in the hedge. But a couple of people, so Isabel and Ali, you both suggested pruning the trees back. So I did. So first I got the secateurs and I thought, oh, this isn't doing much good. Then I got the loppers. You know, that was better, but I still thought, oh, it's not making much of a difference, you know. So then I went and got my saw, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna cut that branch down. So when I got to the branch and actually looked at it and thought about the dynamics of doing it, I was just a bit too scared, you know, like it was a thick branch, and I don't have any experience with tree cutting. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos, but not on a branch that's at that angle, you know. Anyway, so then after that I started cutting the grass. So I got the scythe out because obviously I don't want to be going into long grass with the lawnmower. And I was scything. Oh God, it's such hard work. When I did my scything course, I was like a scything machine. Woof, 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 woof. But the teacher said to me, you're creating a new motorway there or something. Anyway, the trouble is that all the grass is lying flat. And it's really, really hard to scythe when it's like that because the scythe keeps getting caught in it. And it's long grass that's, or long plants that have then fallen over and started to partially rot where they're touching the ground. So yeah, it's not easy. So I went over it with the scythe, and then I thought, okay, I'm gonna go over it again with the lawnmower. Now that I know that there's no frogs in there. There was one frog, which luckily, even with the scythe, I'm scared of catching them, you know. They do say that using a scythe is much better for the wildlife, but... And then when I got the lawnmower out, as you do when you're doing something, you start getting a bit cocky. So I was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with this mower. Basically, I wanted to put the grass clippings on the ground to help the grass die off a little bit before the hedging plants actually come. So it has two purposes. It's acting as a mulch, but it's also letting me know where I'm supposed to be planting the plants. Okay. So... yeah, I thought, oh, you know, it's been good with the lawnmower. There haven't been any incidents. I haven't seen any frogs running away. So, you know, it's all clear. So I'll carry on going. So I started mowing more and more. And then all of a sudden I looked down because I do constantly check down after I've mowed over. And I saw a frog on the tail end of a tumble. So obviously it had been under the mower, had a tumble, and I was like, oh my God. So I picked it up to check that it was okay. I mean, it looked okay, thank God. It had all its legs. So, and I wanted to check its little toes to see if, because some of their toes are long and some are short. I thought, oh God, did I cut off a toe? Anyway, you'll never guess what it did. All right, so I should probably tell you a story first. So last year, when we were actually looking for properties, we were driving through the Brecon Beacons National Park and on our way to view a property. And I had to stop the car because there was a frog crossing the road. So I said to my husband, get out and move it. So he got out and he moved it. And when he came back, he said, you'll never guess what it did. He said, because it froze in fear when it saw the car and it wouldn't move. We waited for a bit, but it wouldn't move. So that's why he went out. So he said, when he got to the frog, it went like this and it hid. It hid. I have never seen a frog do that. So this frog, it did exactly the same thing. It covered its eyes with its feet. Oh my God. Anyway, once I'd given it a once over and it was all right. I mean, to be honest, what could I do if there was something wrong with it? It's not like you can take a frog to a vet, but anyway. Yeah, I guess for my own peace of mind, I just wanted to make sure that it was okay. So he kind of recovered a little bit from the shock, I think, and so I let him go in a patch that I wasn't going to be working on. But then after that happened, I lost the will to do the job, because I thought, oh God, if it happens again. Plus what? But anyway, yeah, so I need to carry on doing that tomorrow. It's supposed to not rain tomorrow either. So I'll finish that job off. I'm going to show you something now, which I am loath to show you because it is rather embarrassing. But the past week or two, we've brought more stuff over from our other house. So it's all stuff like, we took the greenhouse down, so it's the old greenhouse, which looks like the poor relation, to be honest, to the greenhouse that's here, because that was just a cheaper greenhouse that I bought for my allotment, and the one here is like a really sturdy, very big one. But I brought it anyway because I couldn't leave it in the garden there. And I thought it might make a good log store. I don't know if logs would dry quicker during the summer when they're in there. It could be a completely false theory, but anyway. Or I can, because the greenhouse is over here on this side of the house and the vegetable area is on that side of the house. So maybe I can have another little greenhouse over there. I don't know. Anyway, it's options now that it's here, isn't it? Plus then there's all the gravel, because the greenhouse was on a bed of gravel with these plastic filmy, you know what, clearly I'm incapable of speaking today. Point of this is that I brought my veggie pod over, well, not the top dome, I bought the sort of the base and the legs, and I need to find a place to put it, but I'm just not sure what to do with it. So let's go have a look. Okay, so those are the legs. That's the base over there, those two pieces. That's a kiddie's paddling pool, but I used it to store my pond plants, some of the ones that I brought with me from my allotment. I left a lot there, obviously, but yeah, there were a few that I bought. Okay, so I was thinking of putting it over here. That's kind of in the way though, but I'm worried that if I move it a little bit, it will fall apart. So I'm thinking potentially just putting it here so that it opens, the lid opens that way, so then it'll rest on the top of that. Because the thing I really hate about it is that the lid opens, and if you've got nothing to rest it on, you have to hold it and it's difficult. Oh. Anyway, let me show you my little bargain. I got all of these this morning. So this one's a eucalyptus. These, I can't remember what they're called, hang on. Penstemon. But anyway, I got them because they flower right into October. I got this little beauty because it looks like it's got flowers on it at the minute. So if it flowers late in the year, that's great. That is a little fig tree. I don't know if it's actually going to grow here, to be honest. It's probably too cold, but we'll see. Look at that. Gorgeous colour. Don't know what that is either. And then I got all these little, what are they? Primroses, I think they are, aren't they? Absolutely stunning. Look at that colour. Oh my God. So I got three trays of this. I think there's 3 plants in each. But in some of the little things, you see there's 2 in that one, so that'll be 4 plants in there. And then that's another variety of the penstemon, or however you pronounce it. This is pineapple sage. You can see it's died back for the winter. This will probably need protection over winter, so it'll stay in the greenhouse. And this is a mat forming, you know, like a ground cover type evergreen thing, which has different colour leaves. I thought the leaves were like that because they were not healthy, but no, apparently the leaves come in all sorts of different colours, anywhere from this dark colour to cream. So how amazing is that? And then I got this. They had much bigger ones there, but I got this small one because it's actually got, I can't show you with the angle. It's got 2 plants in there, so I'm going to separate it. I had no idea what it was, but it was so beautiful. And then when I went to the counter, she went and asked a colleague, and it's colocasia. But it says here that it's a tender herb, a tender plant. So I'm actually going to use that as a house. So I'm actually going to put that in the house instead as a house plant, because look how beautiful it is. So yeah, how much do you think I got all of this for? It was £10. So basically, in that garden centre, they had one polytunnel where they said anything in the polytunnel, it's a box for £10. So you just fill the box up, and whatever you get into your box, obviously they say don't try and cram it full. But yeah, you can pay £10 for. I am absolutely delighted. And as if by magic, here we are. I've done it. I did manage to shove that back a bit without it falling to bits, so there's a bit more space for it here. I think I don't think I've done a good job, because I should have really made sure it was level, because there's a water reservoir in there, and obviously if it's not level, the water's going to be all hanging on one side. I regret just trying to get the job done rather than getting it done properly. But I really hate leveling the ground. I put the legs on bricks there. But yeah, anyway. So once we bring the dome thing that goes over it, then I can start putting stuff in there. To be honest, let me turn you around. To be honest, I'm not really sure how well things will grow, because we're quite late into the year now. They might just, if I do manage to raise any seedlings or find salad plants anywhere this late in the year, then they'll probably sit there sulking and not doing anything. But anyway, I have to start growing something. It just, life does not feel right without such stuff growing. But yeah, this veggie pod, I absolutely love it, because I grow all my salads in here, like the salad leaves, and I would have never bought one of these when I had the allotment, because they're so expensive. But when we were living in that temporary house while we were looking for this place, the garden was all paved and I couldn't grow anything. So yeah, we bit the bullet and I bought this, so that at least we could keep ourselves in salad leaves. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this up and running again, but I really would like to buy another one, if I'm honest. I don't know if the mic picked up that whispering. Anyway, look, I'm gonna try and get the rest of this stuff done. Let me flip you around. See, I've still got all of this junk to clear. I found out a little while ago that we're going to be having friends over, so I really want to clear all this rubbish. Well, it's not rubbish, it's all useful stuff. But, there's these rock things that I had for a rockery, some old bricks that I brought over to hold down, the weed membrane and all. It's all, it all looks like junk, if I'm honest. And then these buckets. You can't see, but there's an oxygenator for pond plant type thing. So yeah, all of this needs moving, and I am fighting against the light at the minute because it's almost dark. So I'm going to get on with that and keep my fingers crossed that I'm able to get it all done. Wish me luck. I'll catch you again next time.